Welcome to Tamara Research Writing Guides. I'm Elpis, your AI-supported instructor. In this video, I will show you how to write an essay with simple interactive steps. So subscribe now and take your pen and get ready for taking notes. An essay is a type of writing that you might use to express your thoughts and ideas. There are lots of different types of essays, but they all have one thing in common. Their main goal is to persuade the reader to see things from a certain point of view. In other words, essays are a way to show others that you have done your research and that you have thought about something deeply, and you want them to understand your perspective. So now that you know what an essay is, let's move into the first step of writing an essay, understanding your assignment. The first and most important step is understanding your essay's instructions given by your professor. In other words, your essay should respond to your assignment's requirements like length, topic or type, and deadline. Now on your left, you will see an instruction example. Let's analyze it together. As you see, you're instructed to write at least 500 words, and your topic is Pride and Prejudice and the subject of social class. There's no deadline on this instruction sheet, but there is a warning for you to watch out for the correct citation format. Academic essays can be APA, MLA, Chicago, or Turabian, or in any other specific format, which is the topic of another video. Now that we saw the importance of reading the instructions, let's move to the next step, writing the introduction. Now that you've understood your instructions, it's time to start writing the introduction paragraph. The introduction is where you set the stage for your essay. Think of it as the opening act, where you want to grab your reader's attention and give them an idea of what's to come. For most essays, the intro should make up about 10% of the total word count. To make sure your intro is solid, you'll want to include a few key elements: a hook, context, a thesis statement, and a structure overview. The hook is that one sentence that catches your reader's attention and gives them a taste of what's to come. It doesn't need to give away the whole story, but it should introduce the main topic or issue you'll be discussing. Context is where you provide some background information on the topic. You can do this by summarizing what a source says or by sharing your own thoughts. The thesis statement is where you clearly state your argument and what side you're taking on the topic. And last but not least, the structure overview lets your reader know what they can expect in the rest of the essay. This gives them a roadmap of what's to come. So this is how your introduction look like. Now let's move into how to write the body paragraphs of your essay. So now that you've got your introduction out of the way, it's time to dive into the body of your essay. The body paragraphs are where you'll be showing your reader why your thesis statement is on point. Each body paragraph should have its own specific topic that supports your overall argument. Think of it like building a case. You've got your thesis statement. Now you're presenting different pieces of evidence to back it up in each paragraph. To make sure each body paragraph is top-notch, you'll want to include these key components: a topic sentence and evidence, an example, and interpretation. The topic sentence sets the stage for what the paragraph will be about. It should give your reader an idea of what you'll be talking about in that section. The evidence is where you'll be using your sources to support your argument. Paraphrase what they say and use quotes sparingly. Examples are a great way to show that your evidence is valid and relevant. They help bring the topic to life for your reader. And last but not least, interpretation. This is where you'll explain why your evidence matters and how it supports your argument. Basically, you're summarizing the findings of the paragraph and tying it all back to your thesis. So now you know how to write your paragraphs. Let's move into the conclusion, the last paragraph of your essay. The conclusion is the final part of your essay. It's just as crucial as the introduction and body paragraphs. When writing a conclusion, first summarize the important parts and put them into your own words. Then share your understanding and thoughts about what you found. And finally, repeat your thesis statement and show how it fits in. So let's have a look at the conclusion example on your left. As I hover, you'll first see a reference to your thesis statement. Then you give a short summary of what you've mentioned in your body paragraphs. And finally, you present your concluding sentence, which could be a recommendation, claim solution, or even a prediction. Before finishing your essay, you need to avoid some common mistakes made in the conclusion. First and foremost, which is a really common mistake, don't ever present a new information and evidence in your conclusion. After all, this is where you conclude what you've said in your intro and body. And don't undermine your own findings and conclusion. It's always better to finish your essay with confidence. You can now start writing your essay. That's all for today. If you want to improve your essay writing skills even more, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video from us. I'm Elpis from Tamara Research, and I'll see you in the next video.